If your child frequently has hard, compact stools or goes 3 to 4 days without having a bowel movement, she might be constipated. It usually happens when the muscles at the end of the rectum tighten and make it harder for stools to pass, and this usually happens when children get constipated once, they realize that it hurts, and so they decide to hold it. This potentiates the problem because the stool sits right at the exit of the intestines and starts to collect, gets larger, gets harder, and more difficult to pass, and this stretches out the rectum. And then the child has problems realizing that they have to go until it's extra large and even more difficult to pass. So it's kind of a vicious cycle, and sometimes children in severe cases need to be retrained and sometimes even see a gastroenterologist. If, though, you feel like your child's case of constipation is mild and you just feel like it happens on an occasional basis, then usually dietary modifications are all your child will need. So increase your child's fiber intake and give her foods such as plums, apricots, prunes, raisins, and high-fiber vegetables like peas, beans, broccoli, and whole grain cereals and breads. And at the same time, eliminate things that can cause constipation like bananas, rice cereal, rice, and other breads and cereals that are not high in fiber. Also increase her fluid intake. And before cutting dairy out of her diet, I would recommend talking to the pediatrician because dairy products do have vitamins, minerals, and fats that are necessary to a child while they're growing. It would also be good to establish a regular routine with her. For example, after meals, sit her down on the toilet because after eating, it can stimulate the bowels and she might feel like it's more natural to take a bowel movement if she's already on the toilet. If these basic recommendations aren't helping the problem or it's been a problem for a long time, then it would be best to take her to the doctor and they can decide what the cause is and what treatments are most appropriate in her situation. Good luck with everything, and if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page and recommend us to your friends and family too.